on how you are turning around, it wouldn't be us. Now listen, on this episode, we talk the Supreme Tree. I mean Shin. I mean Nahara. I don't know. The third round's friendship necklaces suck. And is Goku about to fight the first Tamagotchi? All this and more on this week's in review of Dragon Ball Daima, episode 7.
Face to face and bar to bar, I learned to chase the pain and arm the scars. And my tail fire, that's a Charizard. Then we aim higher than the Taj Mahal.
It's Kaiser. It's Sky. Just saying. Sky.
Just saying.
Sky. What's been tickling your Dragon Ball fancy recently? I haven't really checked in with you. You still doing Dokkan? Like what's going on with you?
Well, I haven't grinded up Dokkan in the past few weeks, but I should because anniversary is coming up in January, so I need to grind those things out because the units are crazy. Actually, our Discord, one of our more popular channels, is the Gaming General, and they just constantly talking about Dokkan. So I sometimes get like all my like ideas and shit from there.
That's sick. And now tell me, is that a light up sign in the back?
Yeah. I need to change the brightness on it though, or else you can't really see it.
Oh, it's to get like too bright?
Yeah, it's too bright. Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Well, I like where your mind's at. That's gonna be sick once that gets up and going, of course. We got a quacker in the chat. Hello, Mr. Gerald L. Quack. Question for actually, I just asked you that question, Sky. So you said you're not playing a lot of Dokkan. You're not playing a lot of Dokkan. But what are you playing though? You didn't answer my question. What are you doing right now? You're obviously you're playing Fusion World. Not right now, you're filming a show, but I mean, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm playing Fusion World, yes.
Okay, great. I'm glad I could answer that question for you. So, of course, this is a Dragon Ball fan podcast, and today we are talking about Dragon Ball Daima episode 7. It was an episode. It was an episode. Like I said in the beginning, we kind of, you know, in a joking way, we learned a little bit. A bit more about Shin, a bit more even about I keep calling it the Tamagotchi just because one, I can't be bothered to learn the name if it sounds that close to Tamagotchi. It's just too close. So just so everyone knows, I refuse to call it anything else.
Is the actual name just Tamagami?
So okay, well now I don't want to say it right. Come on.
It's Tamagami, right?
I think it's something like that. We need Gerald L. Quack to do a fact check right now.
I think it's Tamagami.
Okay. Well, we get a little bit of that, and even a little bit about the Majin world as well, with those necklaces, of course, being referenced in an earlier episode, I think the previous episode, and then obviously coming back to us here and how they're tracking and all that. Sky, what's something cool that you learned this episode? What got you kind of excited the most about some of the knowledge drops we got?
I mean, I don't think there's anything to be really excited about, like in terms of Shin having like his actual name. So like it's cool. Am I excited about what that means for later on? No, not really, because there's nothing. It's just his name, right? I'm just mostly excited for this fight for next episode.
Yeah,
this is a very good setup because that last like 3-4 minutes was like the best part of the episode for me. So I really like that. But sorry, maybe just trying to be a bad girl. Anyways, yeah. So
Mimi's the cat, everybody. Just so you know.
Yeah. They're like, what? What's happening?
What's happening right now? I hear a chain or something, or.
But yeah, honestly, I would say this is like I mean, just to say it straight up, I think this episode was good, but I would say it's my least favorite episode so far. Uh, because the lore wasn't, or like the lore dumps or whatever you would call it, wasn't really that crazy. I mean, like I said, the best part of the episode was the last 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes for me. But I still liked the episode. It was cool. It was just chill. You know, there was like that little fight scene too, where you had all of them fighting. That was pretty cool too. I really liked Supreme Kai getting into the action too. That was nice.
Yeah, like you said, the Supreme Tree really got in there. He was knocking shit up. Him and Glorio. It was really those two. That was cool. I think even in the combat, like, there's something about Shin, right? Ever since the moment, at least I met Shin in Dragon Ball Z, there was this hunger for him to be as cool as his character looked. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there was always something a little boring about Shin. I don't know what it is. I don't know how. Okay, I don't know why. But even in the combat, they're like, oh yeah, let's let him flex a little bit. I didn't care. It was so like, whatever, you know? They reference magic and how he knows he can do a little magic, right? So why don't we ever see him do more cool magic, you know? Like, that would be nice. But anyways,
but I mean,
that's what
I guess you could just pull up and be like, oh well, I'm a god, so you know what I mean?
Might be all you need. It wasn't enough for Dende.
Yeah, but Dende's ass, so.
See, I gave you about 3-4 seconds to take that back, and I can't believe you left that there. That is disrespect, okay? He is the protector of Earth. You understand? He is our Namekian brother, all right? If it wasn't for him, the Dragon Balls wouldn't even be here. How would Bulma keep getting younger? Anyways.
Yeah, but we would have just appointed someone else from Namek. They picked Dende because Dende was close with Gohan, so it was like kind of a win-win.
No, man. But here's the thing. Orange Dende is gonna happen.
Dude, imagine that actually happened. If that actually happened, bro, the dinosaur is gonna get Ultra Instinct, man.
Yo,
I'm telling you.
Dende is gonna become Omega Shenron. I think is probably what's gonna happen. Yeah, like you said, the thing you're the most hyped about, I think everyone, those last 4 minutes, I got a little irritated personally when it was like, he's about to go at it, and then he goes, I'm hungry. I felt like it was one too many I'm hungry jokes. Like, I wish it was at least something else that took them away from the ring at first. You know, like, maybe instead of it being a waiter, it's like someone being like, Psst, do you even know how it works or whatever, and like talking to them. And so I don't know, like, it was just, it's every episode, it's once or twice so far where Goku's got to eat, and I get it, but the joke is kind of dragging on for me, and it just, because of that, it felt like such a, this is kind of bullshit that we're getting the end of the episode here, you know?
Sorry, Kaiser, but Mimi's gonna have to leave, so.
Proof that it is a cat. Proof that it is a cat. Very good. So that's kind of, I mean, at least for myself, I felt like, you know, maybe I'll wait for Sky to sit down. I think he's going to sit down in a second.
Okay, we are back. I'm not used to that. Having a cat just like, oh yeah, just go on your desk and then just don't have any care in the world.
Yeah, I would just say how that just cheesed me a little bit, because it's like, we gotta wait 2 minutes here, and then all of a sudden it's the end of the episode when he's about to go at it. What did you take away from the end of there? I mean, either from the Tamagami or from the interaction at the dinner.
So the two things that I'm most excited about and also nervous about is I hope they're strong, like genuinely. So they talked about something about how Deborah, like something about it was hard for Deborah, or
Deborah couldn't
do
beat
it,
it.
whatever.
Yeah,
couldn't beat it. That's promising because Deborah's pretty strong. I now just need to know how much stronger are they than Deborah? Because yes, Deborah was no slouch. I mean, remember that Deborah would at least go toe to toe with Cell in the Cell Saga. So he's no joke. And you know, if these guys are stronger than that, and Goku is nerfed for being a kid, we could have ourselves a fight. And this is the third one. I'm going to assume that the first one is the actual strongest, so that it leaves us with wanting more and expecting more. Or it could just be like a Shadow Dragons thing where it's like, these are all different dragons. Sure, they may have better matchups against Goku, but they're all relative in different ways. They have different gimmicks and all that shit. Maybe it's something like that. But the thing I really like is I'm glad they have some personality. Like that dude was all like jolly and like he's ready. He's like ready to fight. He got right into the scene with his fucking hammer and he's like, I'm ready to go. I thought they were just gonna be like, I'm a Tamagotchi. You know what I mean? Like super fucking monotone. No, they have expression. They have personality. So that's also exciting.
Agreed. Yeah, I didn't know. I was expecting, or not expecting. I pre-expecting a little bit. Like, okay,
yeah,
if this is the way they do it, I can totally see it going this way. But I'm glad that they have a little bit of personality, and we're gonna see a bit more of it. Kind of funny. At first, he's kind of like a little sassy, and then he was just kind of angry the whole time, to be honest. He just sounded angry the whole time. Okay, I think if they're referring to this Tamagami, when they're saying Deborah, because like you're saying, what did it take to beat Cell? If we're gonna use Cell as a reference point, it took Super Saiyan 2. Okay, so let's talk about that. Goku hasn't proven that he could even go Super Saiyan 2. Okay, so if they're saying from the last point that we see Deborah is maybe the day before he fought this character, right? Like we have to assume it that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I would assume, yeah, it's gonna be really, really hard to beat this character, and maybe Goku finds Super Saiyan 2. Maybe that's a little prediction from my end. That Goku has to find Super Saiyan 2 in order to beat this character.
So what's crazy is, if he has to go Super Saiyan 2 against this guy, are they gonna fuse for the first guy?
I think they fused for the second one. If they don't fuse for the second one, it's 100% that they're fusing. Has to be, right?
Yeah, then what leaves King Goma for? Because they've been hyping him up as like he has strong magic. So he might not be physically strong, but magically he could possess some crazy spells and stuff.
Well, here's the thing. In canon Dragon Ball, the fusion never really finishes the job, you know what I mean? So if they bring in the fusion for the third Tamagami, and then by the time we get into whatever that interaction is, whether it's Shin's brother or whoever's the main antagonist combat-wise, right? It might just be that it's a mixture of Goku, Gohan, Piccolo, Vegeta. That would be really cool, to be honest, as well.
You think Gohan's gonna end up being in Daima?
I do. If they don't, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, you gotta give me something.
He's out studying, bro. This is after the Buu saga. I don't know what to tell you.
I know, right?
This is Gohan. Like, this is bum. Like, this is
You're right.
I was like, this is literally why I became a Vegeta fan, because this is what Gohan became.
You're right. They need to emphasize the time. They need to. It wouldn't make sense if they.
If Gohan, take this in. If Gohan came back, he'd be more of a fraud, because that means he would have got some action in. So that when Super came in and he lost to that fucking Frieza the way he did, oh my god, he would be more fraud. He would be more of a fraud, bro. That's what's crazy. We actually, low key, since Gohan's my second favorite character, low key, we cannot have him in Daima. We can't.
You're right.
Or else it's worse.
Okay, so then look, we know Piccolo and Vegeta are on their way. and Bulma, of course. But as far as
A Bulma fusion, that'd be funny.
that'd be sick. That'd
Get
be
the
sick.
smarts.
Yo, actually, I legit thought about that recently, watching the last episode because there was so much Bulma, and with the whole thing about the fusion bug, like I think about everybody fusing. You know what I'm talking? So, hell, I mean, if you imagine Bulma and Piccolo, how smart that character would be. It'd be crazy.
Oh,
It'd be nuts.
that'd be you just outsmart your opponent.
But of course, we are expecting Goku Vegeta. Maybe Goku Piccolo Vegeta. Maybe Goku
You don't think
Piccolo.
Glorio?
I don't think Glorio's gonna fuse, dude. I don't think they'll do it.
I think that'd be interesting though. Imagine like a Glorio, Piccolo, Goku.
What if Goku and
Vegeta
Piccolo?
decides he doesn't want to fuse.
True. But what if Goku and Vegeta are both like, nah, I just want to fight myself. Like, I want to fight. And then Piccolo and Glorio fuse. I could see them doing that from a character art perspective. That'd be pretty cool.
I feel like the fusion is gonna be either very, very unpredictable or the most predictable. Goku Vegeta only. I feel like it's either Goku or Vegeta, or or nobody knows what it is.
Okay,
Like
I think I
nobody
agree.
would put money on one option. That's what I mean. Like, you could say 3 options and get one of them, but I wouldn't put money on saying it's Piccolo, Goku, Vegeta. I wouldn't.
Okay, I think I agree. It's Goku, Vegeta, or it's anybody. I'd say just a little bit ahead of that. For some reason, in my mind, I could see for some reason Shin and Goku. I could see that maybe happening.
If that happened, that'd be interesting.
That would be sick, right?
That'd be really interesting. You know what's also crazy is the fact that Supreme Kai could have died so many times. Like in the Buu saga and this and that, and we would have had no Beerus if he died. That's what's crazy. We would have had no Beerus because they're linked, their souls are linked. So if Supreme Kai dies, Beerus dies with him.
Wow.
That's why Beerus is always very like thing with him. He's like, yo, chill out, bro. Like, stop doing this, stop doing that. It's super. So that's interesting. He goes to the demon realm. We know Beerus is still sleeping at this point, so.
Yeah, for real, because he's sleeping for like 30-something thousand years. Forgot how much it was.
No. He was sleeping for like 50-something because he gave the orders to murk planet Vegeta. So he was there for when Bardock was alive and stuff still. But yeah, it was something like it's like 40 years or something. Still a lot, obviously.
Okay.
But for a god, that's like a little nap. So I think that's what he even said.
Man,
too.
I cannot wait for them to animate Beerus telling Vegeta about Planet Vegeta.
Oh yeah, when they're up in his planet and they're training or whatever. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's
We need the
gonna be
manga
sick.
to come back, dude. But it seems like we might be getting it early 2025, which is nice.
That's
So,
good. Did you expect it to come earlier?
In the beginning, yes, and
Yeah.
then I'm like, okay, it's gonna be out for a while. But then Toyotaro months back said that he is gonna continue Toriyama's legacy. He's gonna try to, do good, blah blah, this and that. I'm like, let's go. He's got my back. I mean, I got his back.
I'm
But
glad
hey,
you
man,
know.
He can have my back too. That's fine.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Any predictions going into next episode? Like, do you think that Goku takes down the Tamagami in next episode?
Let's make this fun. Let's make this fun.
Let's do it. Let's dance.
I think Goku's gonna lose this fight, and he's gonna have to figure out to get Super Saiyan 2 in this fight. He's gonna lose the first time and then challenge him again and then win in the same episode.
How many episodes are there? 20?
There's minimum 20, so it's either 20 to 24 probably. We're gonna be only on episode 8. Unless they really want to explore each demon realm or demon world, because we're on the 3rd one. Then we'll get to the 2nd, then we'll get to the 1st. Like, I hope we get another bar scene type thing. Like, that was great in the 3rd one when they're all sitting there. Goku wants to eat. They're all chilling at the bar, sitting down, and then some person just pulls up on them and says, "Yo, like, what the fuck you doing here?"
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And then they start throwing hands. Like, it doesn't have to be a throwing hands moment, but it'd be cool to see them like sit down somewhere or whatever, and seeing like what kind of people live at this place, which we saw in the third one and all that stuff. So that'd be cool.
Yeah. I think they're going to beat him the next episode. I think he's going to beat him. I think maybe he finds Super Saiyan 2 or he just finds a way to do it. Because, yeah, I do think they do. I do think they want to spend time in the second demon realm, especially with that being Shin's home. You know they're going to spend some time. So we got to allocate time for that. Then in the first demon realm, you don't think they're going to build up the hype around that spot? And and then we still got to deal with Dende and the Demon King.
So what's interesting is before Daima came out, and they're like all these big content creators are getting like leaks on like small things. There was leaks being told that around, so it doesn't have to be episode 5, we're going on episode 8, but around episode 5 or 6, something like that, that there would be a fight, and this fight would actually have blood in it. So we've passed the Glorio and Goku fight. That one wasn't
No blood.
bloody at all, no blood. And then we passed the Goku versus these guys and these like random people, or not even him. It was Glorio
And
Shin. So maybe we get like some sort of blood next episode and a crazy good fight. How about if the animation cooks? You know, like that'd be good. Oh, dude, please. I hope next episode is peak, man.
I think episode 8's gonna cook, dude. Goku's gonna find a way to do it, but it's gonna be cool. And I think Glorio's gonna get a whole new perspective of what kind of power Goku's got.
Yeah, well, I mean,
maybe he calls back and Shin
handling
hears.
him now, so imagine.
I know, right?
He said, remember what he said? I understand.
I understand.
Bro, remember that meme? I understand now. Do you remember that meme?
I think I do.
Oh man, that was a good meme.
Yeah, that was basically me last night on COD. I was like, I understand. Like, it is not getting better from here for tonight. Oh man, yeah, we've been playing Call of Duty. We've been having a good time. Sky, Sabini, they're nuts. They're at the top of the team. They're carrying. I'm usually, holding things up at the bottom of our team's leaderboard.
Things up on the bottom. Look at that.
There you go. Anything else you want to talk on around this episode? I know it's a lot of looking forward.
Around this episode, I mean, it was pretty slow. For like half of it, but it was still like chill though. Like it was a cozy episode, and that's how I feel like with Daima. This character just won't go down, eh?
Yo, Alfalfa, just like a Halloween back in the day. My goodness.
But yeah, it was still a cozy episode, and I'm completely okay with that because that's why I love Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball is super cozy. Dude, it's like going back, sitting down, and watching like not binge watching, but like sitting down, you have some time, you're like, I'm gonna watch like 3 episodes of Friends, or I'm gonna watch this, like, oh, I remember there was like these funny episodes of Dragon Ball, I'm gonna watch this, like these 5 episodes today or something, shit like that. It's like, I don't know, just how I feel about Daima too. I'm getting that cozy vibe from it.
100%. It's that cozy adventure that you got with Dragon Ball. It really does feel like that. What I'll say, there are 2 things it's ultimately 1 point. Of course, there's the metal found in the second demon realm. That is likely what Bulma is referring to in the beginning of the episode when she says that there's a rare metal that doesn't exist here on Earth. Then someone references, oh, it's probably from the demon realm. And then we go back and then they're like, oh, this necklace is also made out of the thing. Oh, wow, that's the metal from my... So clearly it's probably that. So we learn a little bit about that.
It's I believe a different material than the thing that Supreme Kai summoned for Gohan to slash, and when he broke the sword. So that's interesting because that was the hardest metal in the universe. We are in the demon realm. So I wonder if it is the same, did somehow the Glins bring that material over to, or at least Supreme Kai over to Universe 11 and somehow, or Universe 11, Universe 7, and somehow,
Yeah, I think that would be a really cool way. If they
Yeah.
can link that back to that training session with Gohan and the Z Sword, I think that would be chef's kiss. That'd be really cool. Really tie it together, give it some prehistoric canon a little bit.
Isn't cool Gohan again? It's hard to see those nowadays.
Yeah. So yeah, of course there's that, and then he gets the collar off of what's her name again? The princess.
Pansy,
yeah, get the necklace.
Yeah,
off.
honestly, Supreme Kai was pretty clutch today. This episode. He was. He honestly was.
Not bad. Off the bench.
I watched it today. I like to watch the episode before the show so that I'm completely fresh on the episode. But yeah, I'd say Supreme Kai has actually been pretty. Supreme Kai has been his most useful in Daima so far than any other. In Super, he's useless, and in Super he would always say the dumbest shit. Like Vegeta would land one hit on Jiren, and then Supreme was like, "Is he winning?" Like, brother, no, he's not winning. Vegeta's not winning, bro. Jiren's just testing him out.
Let's count the punches.
Yeah, and then Jiren punches him 4 times, and Vegeta's like clocked out. Like, come on. But yeah, like Supreme Kai used to say stupid ass shit in Super, and then in Z, he, like you said, introduction was cool. Piccolo was hyping up his energy. They're like, "Whoa, this is insane. Never felt this before." Blah blah blah. And then we get pushed on the show. I mean, he said he was scared of Majin Buu, to be fair, and he needed help with it. And Gohan was the key to that. But at the end of the day, Supreme Kai didn't really show anything of prowess in terms of fighting, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, but he was.
Daima, he's been clutch.
Here's the thing, though.
Daima's been good.
Here's the thing. Did Gohan beat Super Buu? No. But did Shin produce a fighter that could kill Super Buu? Yes. He actually...
It wasn't him.
Yeah, but the point is, Shin had the 1-2, the Z Sword, Gohan, and what happens? You break open the Z Sword and you get the Ancestor, right? What at the end of the day, Shin cooked in Z Saga, in the Buu Saga as well, because he literally produced a fighter that was able to take, it was a series of events that took place after the Z Sword was handed to him. It break, okay, the guy comes out, he reads some porn while he does the little curse, and then what happens? You get Ultimate Gohan, you get Mystic Gohan. And so I think we gotta remember that Shin literally ended up producing a fighter that could kill Super Buu. It's just that Gohan did that stupid thing he always does, and he gets arrogant.
Yeah.
So he always delivers. He actually always delivers.
Well, I wouldn't say always. Super, I would
still... he limped through Bambi's forest to find Gohan for 5 episodes.
Let's be real. Gohan should have been dead.
I know.
The fact that he was still alive.
He should have. He didn't eat anything. He probably should have starved or something by that point.
Yeah. He should look like a sucked up grape or some shit. Like a raisin?
A raisin, there you go. Like a sucked up grape. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Just Saying. This is my co-host, Sky. My name is Kaiser. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't forget to like and comment. What did you think of episode 7 of Dragon Ball Daima? We're about to see some cooking episode 8 from that guy. Let's see, or like Sky says, he's gonna get cooked. But catch our conversation about episode 8 next week on Monday, same time, same place. See you here. Sky?
Watch Arcane.
Fight face to face and bar to bar. I learned to chase the pain and arm the scars. And my tail fire, that's a Charizard. Then we aim higher than the Taj Mahal.